Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Arthritis at Home. I'm Kelly Lendvoy, Arthritis Consumer Experts VP of Communications and Public Affairs, joined today by my colleague and ACE's founder and president, Cheryl Koehn. Cheryl, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks, Kelly. Nice to see you again.
We're going to talk about and share some insights on one of our programs called JointHealth Education. And that is a dynamic online learning program for today's modern arthritis patient. What do we mean when we talk about this program and how it works? Cheryl, maybe just start with an introduction about what is JointHealth Education.
Sure, Kelly. And hello, everyone. It's great to be back. I just will tell you a couple of things I think that people might be interested in by way of background on the program. The program launched in 2016, as you know, Kelly, and it really was inspired by quite a large body of international research that looked specifically at the communication between a patient and their healthcare provider, usually a rheumatologist, in the clinic. So this is when I, as a person with rheumatoid arthritis, would consider myself to be a patient. So I'm in the clinic and I'm talking with my healthcare provider, a rheumatologist, about my rheumatoid arthritis. And this body of research came from a program of research called the RA narrative. And I thought it was so beautifully named because it aimed to capture what the quality of the narrative was between a patient and their rheumatologist. So we learned a whole pile from that survey data. And we at ACE, as you know, sat down and said, well, how can we communicate about this great information? How can it also, so just the narrative data itself as a research package of information. And then we thought, well, how can it improve the education work we're doing here at Arthritis Consumer Experts? So we use the data from the RA narrative to really inspire and to inform the way that we're delivering this particular area of education within our overall programming. And that's, in a nutshell, through multimedia. So in writing, reading a lesson or information didactically, so information that's coming at you one way, quizzing you on it. Lots of people like to take quizzes. So it's another way to engage people with the information, with the education, and then also providing a vignette. So sort of like play acting out what was contained in the lesson. And so through this different sort of multi-pronged approach towards education, we bundled that up and called it JointHealth Education. And it's really been effective. And as we're here talking today, we're going to relaunch JointHealth Education.
What has informed this relaunch? Have we based it on any feedback that we've received? What has guided us in the relaunch?
Yeah, so those are great questions. So what we heard was great content. We love it so much. But we don't like the login feature, right? From a user perspective, I think one of the things you learn in the digital design world is make it easy, right? Keep it simple. Make it as user friendly as possible. And so we have given up the login feature and a couple of other things we did. Because evidence supports learning in a stepwise fashion, we did have the software on the back end design that you had to go through the courses, lesson 1 through lesson 6, or however many lessons were in a course in that order. You had to first read the lesson plan, you had to then take the quiz, you had to then watch the video. And what the most current research tells us, Kelly, is that those things for some, again, are barriers. So we're trying to create a learning experience that appeals to a common denominator across all people seeking information and a learning experience. So if you want to watch the video and not do the reading, you can. If you want to do the reading and watch the video and not take the quiz, you can, and progress to the next lesson. If you feel you want to brush up on a particular aspect of your knowledge, you can just do one lesson if that's what you choose to do. So really, Kelly, what we've done is we've taken away all of the barriers that people told us for them was a barrier. Never were they designed to be a barrier, of course, but and really just tried to listen really hard to what our users were telling us to then improve the user experience.
Any other features that have been improved?
Well, we've added, we've taken away some of the digital sort of complexity, I will say. You can still print out your lessons and the quizzes. You can watch the videos as, obviously as many times as you like, go back and forth.
So for our viewers today, can you open the door to the classroom?
You bet.
Let us have a look inside?
You bet. I love giving tours. So let me give you a tour. So hopefully you can see my desktop, Kelly.
Yes.
So there's two ways to get to Joint Health Education: through the programs on the main navigation button, or down here under education. So we'll just take you there. This is obviously me when I had very short hair. This is pre-pandemic me, and this is pandemic me. And you'll see basically a video here that explains how Joint Health Education works. You click here to find your course. And right now we have 5 specific courses available. This is going to be growing this year. As you know, we're adding one on osteoarthritis and several others that are in the planning phase. We look forward to sharing those with you when they're ready. Each of these courses contains research-based information, really easy to read language. I'll take you maybe into rheumatoid arthritis. So this just gives a basic descriptor of how the program works. If we want to learn about rheumatoid arthritis, here is, just a description about the course. I want to get going and I want to learn all about the art of communicating with my rheumatologist. I click on it, and here you are, Kelly, taking in what are these consumable pieces of facts, of information that will help people feel more comfortable and hopefully strengthen their communication skills with their rheumatologist. So things like getting comfortable, actually being comfortable in the space in which you're going to talk to people really matters in terms of what you get out of that interaction. Ways to kind of warm up for communication. What are some of the essential ways of communicating and getting, some of the things you might want to do to get ready for your appointment. Then we have a video that sort of actually shows how to do that physically, what you would look for in terms of body language. So these are intended to be just, sort of just visual descriptors, if you will, of the material that's in the lesson plan.
There's some experts that we've invited that join you during those coaching videos.
Yeah, and people will see those. All of these videos are done in partnership with rheumatologists who are very expert. Here's a lesson plan that you can download or print, and you can then go on to take the quiz if you're into taking quizzes. You select your answers here. I'm just going to randomly pick. And we get down, and then the answer key is, the old-fashioned, just like in People magazine, you tip up the answers upside down, and there they are. So we made this really as easy, and you can capture your score down here. Again, you can print this off. So just a super easy way of going through education. And here you'll see on the lower right-hand corner a button that takes you to the next lesson, if that's where you decide to go. If you want to just go back and start a new course or check out the other courses, you can do that. This one is specific to biosimilars and is packaged in videos. So we've got Dr. John Esdale, Dr. Susan Bartlett, who both of these people are absolute geniuses in the rheumatology research field and clinical field. We're so happy that they came and shared their views on biosimilars. And then, so this is one that's very specific and different than the other four. This is all videos. So, okay, so let's just go and see ankylosing spondylitis or spondyloarthritis. Again, you have 6 lessons here and they vary. You know, again, each lesson, Kelly, by the way, communication is so critical that we cover this in a number of ways in a number of the courses. There's always a sort of facts about the disease. There's always a lesson about that particular disease and setting treatment goals and building a treatment plan, you know, talking about those specific treatments. And so lesson 6 is managing your world. And when you get to lesson 6 in each of these courses, Kelly, at the very end, you will see an opportunity to go check out more resources. So you're not far away from being able to read more in any of the areas of this programming. But that's really the quick tour. We're so excited about the relaunch. We're so happy that it's been streamlined, improved upon. The lessons themselves and certain of the courses themselves, pardon me, and the lessons have all been updated. So we're super excited about the program and look forward to seeing its relaunch and to see people give us feedback. So happy to hear what folks think about the new Joint Health Education program.
All right. Well, thank you for the tour through the classroom, Cheryl. That's we're really excited, as you said, about this relaunch, and hopefully we're going to have thousands more of our members living with inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis. You're going to be able to take advantage of this relaunch. If any of you viewers who take the course, and if you have any feedback or comments for us, please go to our Arthritis Consumer Experts Facebook page, and you'll be able to provide us with feedback. We're always listening and we're always acting on that, those points that
or Twitter
that you share with us.
Or Twitter or Instagram or any of those channels.
Let us know what you think. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good day,
Cheryl.
everyone. Bye.